Ask 100 people and I would wager that most of them would find the concept of space interesting. So much of our media is filled with stories of space travel, with many of them building cult followings. From Star Wars to Doctor Who to Star Trek, we've been offered a wide variety of shows and movies with eccentric characters, tales of the frontier, and galaxies far, far away. But among all of these stories relating to space, finding ones that are grounded in reality with believable characters are surprisingly rare. Well, that was until A1 Pictures adapted the 2008 manga Space Brothers back in 2011. Space Brothers takes a chance with a concept that we don't see explored too often in anime: the reality of everyday living. I mean, sure, every season we have 3 high school slice of life shows that have barely anything to do with what the actual experience is like, but how often do we see a series with no frills whatsoever? Space Brothers follows the story of the 2 siblings, Muta and Hibito Namba. Ever since spotting a UFO when they were kids, they've dreamed of going to the moon together. But now they've all grown up, Muta ends up losing his dead-end job for headbutting his boss, while Hibito has managed to achieve his dream. A whole new world awaits when JAXA opens up recruiting for new astronauts and Muta can finally catch up with his older brother. Set in the near future of 2025, the show presents new inventions and flashy technology, but the characters are what make this series a fan favourite. Each character is distinctly unique with a depth most anime fail to realise, from their personality to their voice to their character design. Some of them are introduced and seem to be unlikable at first, yet as the show progresses, more of their personality and backstory is revealed, and you can come to see they're a lot more than they seem at face value. Space Brothers does an amazing job of building on their personalities as the story progresses. Despite the lack of superpowered villains, gun-toted heroines, or larger-than-life romance, fans of the show consistently praise Space Brothers as being funny, emotional, and above all, believable.
体力の向上は精神力をも強くする。そうすれば、より宇宙飛行士らしく、余裕を持って面接に対応できるはずだ。
Although Space Brothers is not the very first slice of life anime to be rooted in the everyday lives of its characters, one first for anime is that this show is the first and only anime to be recorded in space. In the 31st episode of the 99 episode run, we get to hear voice acting that was recorded by a real life astronaut. Japanese astronaut Akihiko Hoshide, who boarded the International Space Station just before recording, played himself in the episode while on board the station. This isn't just the first time anime was recorded on the International Space Station. This was, and today still is, the only lines in fiction that have ever been recorded on the ISS. While he was on the ISS, Hoshide was conducting experiments, researching the effects of weightlessness on bone density, as well as ones involving small-scale satellites. He even commented on the event saying, "It was quite difficult, but I did my best." Hoshide's theme was unique to the anime, and not in the original manga. He appeared in the episode himself at Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA event, where children are given the chance to speak to astronauts in space. The staff of the anime went to the Tsukuba Space Center before the episode to conduct the recording of the questions, and they even took submissions from the public for other questions that were asked to Hoshide by the children in the scene. If interesting moments like this first world cameo are not enough of a sell for Space Brothers, you can take the word of all of its fans as a series that overall comes off as both compelling and sincere. The story and characters feel unique yet familiar, and for those 99 episodes, the same consistent show from start to finish. It's silly, it's serious, it's dramatic, it's inspiring, and overall it's incredibly uplifting. It does take its time, but just like with every anime, it is definitely a matter of personal taste whether or not it'll be to your liking. Will you be watching Space Brothers anytime soon, or have you already seen it? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.